Hello and welcome. My name is Aaron Moriak, and this will be a quick tutorial on creating your own shapefile in using QGIS 3 on a MacBook Air. For this tutorial, we're going to start creating the precinct shapefile for the state of Montana. So the best way to do this is to go county by county because it uses some county-based shapefiles from the Census Bureau because a lot of precincts, their outlines use common lines that the Census Bureau uses for landmarks like roads and rivers and other like natural and artificial boundaries. So to get that first file, we're going to go use Census Tiger files. It's going to be one of the first ones up here. I'm going to go down to 2018, download, web interface. We're going to choose all lines. We're going to choose Montana and then Glacier County. Oh, I didn't mean to download that. I had already downloaded it, so I don't need another one, but that's how you get that file. We will import it here into QGIS. And so you have Glacier County with all the lines that the Census Bureau keeps in the file. Projection we are going to use is NAD83. ID of 4269. So this is all the lines in the shapefile, and then we're going to want to use a map, a pre-existing map of the shapefiles to kind of create our shapefile off of. And so for this one, I'm going to use from the New York Times their extremely detailed outline of the 2016 election. Here, I took a screenshot of that. Have it right here. Looks like it's not fully there, but we'll make it work. And so to help us, we're going to import that into QGIS and have it overlaid over our map so we can best associate the lines here with the outlines here. So to do that, we want to use under raster, the georeferencer plugin. Now, if that does not show up, you can go to plugins, manage and install plugins, search georeferencer. It should show up here. There's a bit of a bug about choosing the file here, but if you can, it should be fairly easy to figure out. So once you've got that, you just open that up. Oh, here we go. Apparently I already have it here, but to import this into here, you click this button, you find the file here and open it up. Make sure it's on the same projection, and then it will show up here. Now we want to map the points on here to the points here, and so to do that, we are going to click on the add point button, and as you can see, this kind of outline here matches the outline here. So we're going to use 3 points. We only need 3 points to triangulate. So we'll start with point here, choose from map canvas, and find the same point here. Okay. We'll go over to the next one from map canvas. Zoom out a little bit. There it is. Sounds good. And then we'll do the final point up here. Boom. Just like that. So then, once we've got those in place, we're going to want to ensure that our transformation is good. Our settings, we're going to choose a polynomial 1. Make sure it's the same projection. It's going to output as a TIFF at the same location. We're going to say load into QGIS when we're done. So then you click the green arrow here to transform it. And close that down. Don't save. And we got that right here aligned. We'll put this on top. And you can see that roughly, see it was a little, not the greatest, but they have a rough outline here. So once you've got this overlay done, You can also change the color of the lines. I think I will to a nice bright yellow to contrast with the red and the blue so you can see them better. And so kind of going back to here, you can see that there are some small precincts here in Browning, and we're going to first create our precincts from here. So the first thing you have to do is go to Layer, Create Layer, New Shapefile Layer. We're going to first find the directory that we want to put it in. We're going to create, there's a bunch of files that are created in this, so to keep them all together, we're going to create a folder. We call it Montana 2016 in the file, and then we'll save it as Montana 2016. We're going to have polygons, and then we can add fields to our shapefile. So the one that's automatic is the ID, something that uniquely identifies each precinct. I think we'll add the county name as well. Add to fields list. And there we go. We got the shapefile layer. Now there's no actual shapes in this shapefile layer. We need to add these polygons. And so in order to do that, we're going to toggle editing. And then we're going to click the add polygon feature button here. And we're going to focus on Browning here. I guess before I get started there, we want to make sure that we're being accurate. So if we kind of look at the outline of Browning with the roads here, we can see that it has the top of this kind of grid road system here, the top and the left. And then you can see that there's this little bit sticking out here, and the road kind of curves off there, just like this. So we wanted to have this boundary here, and then it's the second road over. So we'll have a boundary here, down to here, across, and back up this little rectangle. So use our add polygon feature. We'll start on the top left, and then you can be as exact as you'd like. In the interest of time and effort, I will be rough, because we're just doing a small rectangle here, just like that. And once we're finished, we will right click on the boundary here. We're going to call it precinct number 1 in Glacier County. And so there we go. There's our first precinct in the shapefile. And to kind of prove that to you, I'm going to go to my directory. I haven't organized my date modified, so there's our folder with everything in it. And then we'll go to the DBF file. We're going to, probably put text edit would probably have been fine, but I'm used to opening them in Excel. So say all applications, open this in Excel. Oh, sorry. Right. See, there's nothing there. But, yikes. Alright. We're going to go back here to our QGIS. First, we need to actually save our edits. So we'll make sure we turn toggle editing off. Everything is saved. Alright, let's reopen this. Open in text edit. That should be fine. And there you can, never mind. I've never done that before, so that obviously is not very helpful. There we go. So 1 ID, county, glacier. So there we go. We're going to keep adding precincts to the list here. Now that's basically it. You just keep drawing in the precincts here, going as you need to. So like maybe we'll draw in this next precinct, which has this same kind of outline here. So we'll say toggle editing, create new, go here to here. Down this way. Yep. So it falls this way. this is number 2, also in Glacier County. And then there we have it. Now, let's say you're creating your precincts. We'll see. These are all pretty simple. But let's say like you wanted to modify your existing precincts. You just use the vertex tool here. I guess the first thing I would do is you can select features, which brings up the feature with all the points in the polygon. And so then you can take these points and move them around by clicking once, and you can see the outline here of where the new point will be. And so you can get them to be more exact if you prefer. If you have, if you're editing an existing shapefile and you have lots of these points, especially for like curved lines, and you want to delete some, you right click on a point, you can go to the vertex editor, and it has the list of all the points in the shapefile. And you can see here it's highlighted in blue, and if you wanted to delete a specific one, like say this one, you just hit delete and it deletes it for you. Super useful if you need to split a precinct in an old shapefile, and you have way too many of these to actually, it's too much work to actually individually move so many, you just want to delete them. And then once you do that, you can quickly save layer edits, and then you should be good to go. Now, from there, you just keep on drawing the precincts, drawing the shapes until you got as many or as little as you want. If you want to modify the fields that you have, you can go up here to the attribute table, and you can see we have 2 attributes, and you can click the toggle editing mode and you can renumber it. Let's say number 3. There you go, it's changed to number 3. You can also add more fields by clicking the new field. We can say that maybe we'll add a state. We're going to say it's also text with a length of, we'll say, I don't know how long, we'll say 20. That should probably be 20 characters. And then we can add that this is in the state of Montana. And we go here, and it's also in Montana. And then you can save edits, turn toggling off, close this, and that'll now be part, when you open up the DBF file, that'll be part of the fields in there. This should be the basics for creating a shapefile in QGIS 3. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me or reply to the tweet that this video will be posted on. I am planning in the next few weeks to create more in-depth, more professional videos of tutorials of using QGIS and election mapping, colors, and shape files, and all that fun stuff. So thank you very much for watching.